CEO and founder of Handing the Shame Back, the channel that you are currently watching. So I'm coming today with an update. Thanks to you amazing people, we've managed to raise over $700 to get the book, Keeping Kids Safe, into schools, every school in New Zealand. We did get funding to have this in every school in the country, and now we're just looking for distribution and processing costs, which is around $10 per school. And as you know, there's over 2,538 schools in our country. So to those who have donated even for one school to receive a copy of this, we're really grateful. I think part of what we're trying to do at Handing the Shame Back is remove the need for charities like ours to even exist by offering prevention tools and techniques. You see, if we can start to provide you as the safe adults, whether you're teachers or parents or caregivers or frontline workers, the power and the tools to work with children who may be at risk, then we are more likely to save some of those children. Hence the book. It is packed with information and resource so that you understand more about what to look for in children and ways to educate them. It is not, believe it or not, a book for children to read. We need to work hand in hand with safe adults to provide the information and resources so that the growing epidemic that sextortion is, that online exploitation is, that the grooming that goes on through chat rooms, apps and messages can be harder and harder for predators to engage in. The more we can educate, the less these people stand a chance of being able to hurt and keep damaging our beautiful children and grandchildren. So again, if you have already contributed, thank you so much. It's simple. You go to gloriamasters.com/donate, or just go to the website and click on the donate button and put in book distribution as a reference, and we have a special file there for all those donations and contributions. You can even put in what school you would like us to send the book to. So how's that? We're very excited to be able to offer this. We're looking at developing online modules for teachers and parents and safe adults everywhere so that you can become even more resourced. I think one of the crucial things, as I say, is that we at Handing the Shame Back offer ways to combat and potentially negate any opportunity for predators to gain control. And this is where things like the global hand signal I released last year gives children the opportunity to show us through their behaviour, not their words, what is going on. Please, if you take anything out of today, please take that children don't speak. We know that only 5 to 10% of children being sexually abused currently will ever find the words. Now that's not on them, actually. That's on us as adults to stop expecting children to use their words and start to meet them where they are at, which is using their bodies, their interactions and the ways that they play. That is how they show us who they are and what is really happening in their world. So a couple of tips from that would be: notice how they behave around a certain adult. If you see signs of regression, as in a child starting to suck their thumb or cling to mum, whereas they normally wouldn't, that could be something to think about. If they start having episodes where they don't want to remove clothing or they stop wanting to be engaged in physical activity where changes of clothing is required, that again could be a symptom of something that's not right. Things like recurring UTIs, things like bedwetting, where a child perhaps hadn't done that for many years, are also potential symptoms. Now, note please, I'm not saying that as standalone symptoms these are signs of child sexual abuse, but if you put them in a cluster, what you'll notice is they're leading to that as a potential experience that the child is going through. So please start to give children the respect they need in order for them to find the courage to speak. Gone are the days where children are to be seen and not heard. We need our children to show us what's happening for them so we can stop the scourge. We have huge numbers here in our country of children being sexually abused. By the time a girl is 16 in our country, 1 in 3. By the time a boy is 16 in our country, 1 in 5 will have been sexually abused. Not might have been, not could be, but will have been. And recently, as in yesterday, we had one of our major news publications surface with that 9 out of 10 children will have experienced some type of trauma in their lifetime. So that gives us pause. I'm not saying 9 out of 10 children are being sexually abused. I'm saying they're experiencing childhood trauma. I think we need to do more than what we are, and I think we need to keep in mind that children need us to protect them. They are the child, we are the adult, we are big, they are small. We know what they don't. So again, if you haven't been able to, please go to gloriamasters.com, press the donate button and put in book distribution as a reference, and let's get these books into every school in our country. They're paid for, they just need the postage and processing. Thank you to everyone, especially you amazing survivors. You know more and are able to perhaps have more empathy for the children going through this currently. So let's stand together. Let's put a stop to this by being the advocates and the warriors for our amazing children. Love and light to all of you.